Listen, man, shout out to Facts and Stacks podcast. Yo, you dropped the camera. You got to keep it up, baby. I got to stop it. Let me show you how to operate. 267. You see me down here in DC. Stacks and Facts podcast. Check them out. 267 Facts and Stacks podcast.
Okay.
Subscribe right now. Check them out. Tune in, and it's just like that.
Back in It'll Make It Clear, it's your host Rob Lowe bringing y'all another tip-off episode. We here for the tip-off. Oh man, how we get here though? How we get to these conference finals? Man, the Lakers blew the Warriors out 122 to 101. But if you was at the Good News Threads event this past Friday, you knew it was gonna happen because I said it 100 times. Lake show. What you think, man?
Ain't nobody step up, man. How we go from you wanting the Supermax, I'm talking about Clay, how we go from you wanting the Supermax contract to they talking about you getting a pay cut. What the fuck are we going with Clay? Now we talking about Bob.
Hold up. That ain't game 6, Clay, is it? My fault.
You might get stripped from that name now, so hey. We go from Bob Myers, might not be coming back.
Right.
Draymond Green talking about something he gonna discuss his future as a Warrior on his podcast. Jordan Poole, get rid of him.
Dang.
That's done. That's in the wraps. Warriors. Shout out to the Lakers.
Yeah.
I thought it couldn't be done, so I'm gonna give my props to the Lakers. They did their thing. AD is starting to be consistent.
Uh-oh.
As long as AD consistent, yeah, I got high hopes from it. So
Oh, shit. The Lakers got high hopes.
Austin Reeves,
Cooking.
cause starting to earn his spot as the starting five. Cause another 20 piece, 23? He's starting to earn that spot. He's looking comfortable out there too. So it's gonna be next round gonna be crazy, man.
Crazy as hell, because you got Austin Reeves, and it's like I've been saying, bruh, this bench is crazy. You never know who gonna step. Betting the over under on this bench got to be scary, bruh. Got to be stressful, cause you don't know who gonna get the buckets. But see, me as a Lakers fan, I don't got no stress, cause I just bet on all of them. And somebody step up. You got D'Lo off the bench. Matter of fact, with 19, they started Schroeder. D'Lo ain't hang his head. He came in the game, gave him the lefty work. Braun went off to 39 and 9, some shit like that. Started going to the bucket. That was the first game he really started posting up like that. Heard some people say, oh yeah, it was because Andrew Wiggins had the rib injury. I'm like, bro, don't be no bully, bro. Treat everybody like that. Go into game 4, game 6 has been his best so far. And that's all I got, really.
I just want to throw something about on that rib injury though. If you come out on that court, that means you able to play. So ain't no excuses, cause they gonna use it as a as a as a handicap towards you. Oh yeah, his ribs hurting a little bit. I'm gonna start putting a little wear and tear on there. I'm putting my elbow right there as I drive. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna try to contest as much. Like, you gotta think about all that, and LeBron that's smart to do it. You know, you go back on the tape, you know, he was doing a lot of elbow to Andrew. So, did it work? Yeah.
Get that same
Yeah.
bow to Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon and everybody else too. That's all I'm saying. But it's not really no segues for well, matter of fact, it is. Boston fucked Philly up too.
Yeah, they got blown.
Boston fucked Philly. So what you got on that game, man?
I see all this chirp about Doc Rivers being 6-10 now in the game 7. It ain't Doc Rivers' fault. He can't shoot the shot. James Harden, Joel Embiid, MVP this year, had terrible nights. You know who did? Jason Tatum. He stepped up to the plate once again. And then you want to come on press conference, Joel Embiid, talk about something. Oh, this ain't no rivalry. This ain't no rivalry because they keep dogging us.
That's what he said. That's facts.
You're the leader. You're the leader of the team. Like, it's up to you for you to not to get dogged. Like, I don't understand it. You went 5 for 18. Like, dog. I believe that was him, or it might have been James Harden's stats. One of them. But it was terrible out there.
And then he said he needed more help. They needed more help.
It's a 5-on-5 game. Me and James Harden can't do it by ourselves. We gotta be better.
Know what you did by yourself?
And then,
score 24 points. That's what you did by yourself.
Dame Lillard had a little comment on that talking about some Hey man, listen. Boston, shout out to y'all. Jason Tatum, hell of a game. Cuz was in his bag. He had the spin move.
Yeah.
To the layup with the lefty. And then was a couple of plays later, he had the in and out, step to the side to the 3-point line, cash out. I said, oh, he in this bag. I'm sitting there fishing on the market on the phone. I'm like, oh, he in this bag today.
Oh, Jason Tatum caught us a fish. All right.
Man.
Yeah, this iron that wood.
Man, Jason Tatum. I was wrong. I was wrong. You know, I sit there and said, you know, well, what about the other 3 quarters? He ain't show up for them quarters. Long as you win that game, that's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters, man. Like you said, the fourth quarter of game 6 to the 4 quarters of game 7. Them 5, like 65 points.
And third quarter,
66.
17 points in the third?
Crazy. Jason Tatum, and what's wild to me, I don't know if anybody else caught it. Maybe it's just because I'm a battle rap fan and they do this shit in battle rap. There was 1 3 that Tatum hit in that third quarter stretch where he turned around and he said, "This my shit.
Mm-hmm.
This my shit." And in battle rap, he was talking to Jalen Brown. That's just me. Not on no beef shit. Not on nothing like that. But it's just it's game 7, though. And I got the record for points in game 7. I just took over Steph Curry, Sam Jones, everybody else that's in Celtics history for game 7. I put up 51. I put up 15 when it looked like it was over. Don't come and ask me who number 1 is no more.
You flipped the script on me because I thought he was saying, this is my house, this is my house. Telling Joel Embiid and all that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is the second time around, y'all still couldn't get me out, out the way. So, and Joel Embiid won the MVP. Jason Tatum was in the race a little bit, he was about 4th, 5th, but you know what I'm saying? So that just proved a little point that is Jason Tatum better than the MVP?
Yeah, I double flipped that point because it's like, you was talking to everybody in that motherfucking stadium, bro. Anybody who wanted to hear and listen, he say this. I like it. Jimmy come into that house. We'll talk about that in a couple of days. Straight. But let's get back to this Western Conference side real quick, man. Lakers versus the Nuggets. Game 1. We gotta get this shown out tomorrow, so it's gonna be the day tonight. You know what I'm saying? What you think about the series?
Oh my God. I don't want to be on y'all bandwagon.
Yes.
But all my teams is out of it at this point, right? I had the Warriors, I had the Suns, I had Philly, I I had Milwaukee, but that was the first round. All my teams are out. So I look at it, Denver Nuggets, Jokic, I don't like his game too much. I feel as though AD could stop that. Jamal Murray is sometimes he show up, have moments, look like an all-star player, then sometimes he just go in the dark. Aaron Gordon been a highlight for him. I'm not gonna hold you. He keeps showing up every time like anything get rough and they need points to match their points. Aaron Gordon been doing that for him.
Yeah.
So I'm not sleeping on Denver, but it all comes down to Jokic. And if AD could hold, you ain't gonna stop him. But if you could, slow that down real quick, get your 5 blocks in, you know what I'm saying, as you do, I can see this series being the Lakers. And just like in the bubble, 4-1, I'm going 4-1.
Damn. 5 games, you got 5 on it?
This is
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a whole different team that they played earlier in that bubble. You got D'Angelo Russell now, which you said came off the bench, still ain't show no type of emotions about that, gave you 19. Austin Reeves coming along, hit you with the 23. Rui Hachimura, you could tell by the minutes he's been gaining throughout these playoff series. I don't even got to speak about that. Malik Beasley, he could still come out and hit you about 4 to 5 threes. Even though we want to talk about Denver's bench, I would say y'all got the better bench, right? They got Caldwell Pope over there, Jeff Green. They got a couple of people, but I believe y'all bench is a little deeper this time than 2020 bubble playoffs.
Ooh. Damn, I ain't know I was going to be defending the Nuggets on this motherfucker.
I know you not.
I mean, I'm not going to pick them, but...
You about to defend them, though?
In a way, because I do got the Lakers in 7. I got it being a 7-game series on this one. Now, look at the bubble, 2020, right? How many points and shit did Jokic average? 22, 7 rebounds. AD had 31 and 6 in that series. Both of them low rebounds. Bron actually led the series with 10 rebounds, so we're going to see if Bron, the one is like, fuck that, look at that. But the crazy part is, let me get this off real quick. The crazy part is, at that point, after that series, I feel like 70% of NBA fans would have bet on AD to be the back-to-back MVP in these 2 years since over Jokic at that point. Now, Jokic has improved crazy, but I still feel like AD is the perfect matchup for him because he one of the best defenders in the league. We already know that. He challenging everything, but he disciplined too. He not going to foul a lot. And he going to run that fly route. That shit that DeAndre Ayton should have been running. You know what I'm saying? They lost CP3. Lakers got their CP3. That's Bron. He throw the touchdown pass. We good.
That's facts. That's facts. I just want to touch bases on more about LeBron James. You say he had, 10 rebounds that series? The Warriors series. The IQ of LeBron to know what an offense run, I believe going to fall even heavier on Denver. And because they play so much with Jokic, Bron know that. He know that Jokic going to try to do little offensive rebounds, get the ball back real quick and put it back up. So he going to let us say, hey, we got to crash down, get the rebound. Don't let him get no offensive rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Like he had 10 rebounds. So he knew the game plan. So I put a lot on LeBron for this series, but I believe in him, man. Because AD he going to balance out Jokic. Who going to stop LeBron? Who got that IQ?
Yeah, nah. I can't knock the game plan, even though he been patient, which he always is. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple times where I wanted him to turn up. He has had some great games for real. Like you said, it's the IQ of setting everything up and really just doing what the team need. You know what I'm saying? If it do come to a game where ain't nobody hitting, hey, Bron, might, you know what I'm saying, we can't just give this game away, we might need you to go off type shit. But at the same time, I feel like what make Bron and AD great is the same thing that frustrates some Lakers fans or some fans of them in general, which is like they is so unselfish, right? And they do kind of think the game through all the way to the point where it's like sometimes the defense can really dictate how aggressive they is. But at the end of the day, with this team, it's a perfect mix, dog, because they got enough firepower to lean on to where it's like the defense got so many different decisions they got to make. They ain't making them quick enough. Lakers in 7.